but sources told us Justin not is not the clear-cut villain, as some people who worked on the film are saying, standing by him.
How detailed Baldoni's lawsuit with his own versions and the full text message thread and the full transcript of what was going on and these stills. I don't think she has a chance.
Justin Baldoni just embarrassed Blake Lively in court in the most painful way possible. And honestly, it feels like the kind of payback that's been coming for a long time.
Yes, I believe she is misusing it, let's call it, in order for a underlying agenda.
She spent all this time trying to get sympathy, hoping no one would doubt her story. But Baldoni came in with clear facts and ended the whole act on the spot.
I do think he's leading the win, and I will repeat, this is a fight that Lively probably did not understand how much it has exploded beyond her control.
The worst part is she never even saw it coming because she thought staying quiet meant giving up, but it actually meant he was planning.
Everything Blake Lively is doing right now is trying to convince us that she's happy and she's doing fine and she's popular and she's loved.
So here's where things start getting really wild, because while Blake Lively was busy putting on a public breakdown, Justin Baldoni's team was quietly doing all they could to end the drama calmly. Just a quiet effort behind the scenes to stop Blake from turning a messy film shoot into a full-on disaster. And the wildest part, we were never supposed to find out any of this.
So here is the post that's been pushed and has everyone up in arms on social media this weekend. It is a post, an email sent from Melissa Nathan to Jennifer Abel.
Because of a leaked email now shared on Reddit, the truth about what Justin's crisis team was really doing was revealed. The email was sent by Melissa Nathan, a crisis PR expert working with Justin's team, to Jennifer Baldoni's publicist.
Melissa Nathan was the crisis manager or the crisis PR team that Justin Baldoni hired when he started feeling that things were turning against him and he freaked out.
And inside that email, there's proof Justin's team wasn't planning revenge. They were working on damage control, doing full reputation CPR, not for Blake, but for Justin.
Blake Lively allegedly blackmailed Taylor Swift into supporting her, trying to get her to support her.
By this time, Blake had already shown she wasn't giving up. She was said to be threatening Taylor Swift in private, trying to get her to back her lawsuit, or else she would share their secret messages.
And she threatened to leak her text messages, their private text messages, if she didn't. And also she demanded, allegedly, that Taylor Swift should delete all the texts between them from like September, October.
She was in control, using her connections and handling the PR like a battle commander, while Melissa Nathan's plan wasn't to attack Blake, but to just get through the chaos and stay safe.
In this email, Melissa Nathan is explaining to Jennifer Abel all the things that they can do as a crisis management team to get control over the situation.
The plan was detailed and costly, $175,000 for a 3 to 4 month effort that covered taking down websites, cleaning up Reddit posts, controlling what people said, starting new talks to change the story, and having a team ready all day and night for any problems. They even said it would be completely untraceable. But here's the surprise. The whole plan never actually started.
So this was in August 14th, okay? Right after the premiere, a story popped up from nowhere on TMZ saying that Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, she felt kissing scene lingered too long, feels he fat-shamed her. Remember that story when it first came out?
Why? Because they didn't have to do anything. The backlash against Blake happened all by itself. No one had to help it. The same kind of online attacks Blake's team said Justin was doing, she actually got hit with online without Justin's side even starting it. People's opinions just began changing once her threats and lies began coming out.
Full social crisis team at hand for anything. Engage with audience in the right way. Start threads of theories to discuss. This is the way to be fully 100% protected.
And yes, the irony is harsh. A $175,000 PR plan made to protect Justin wasn't even used. It just sat in an email like a loaded weapon no one picked up. Meanwhile, Blake was out here throwing PR bombs at herself, accidentally making it look like she was the one trying to change the truth.
At this point, you have to remember that Blake Lively was already threatening Justin Baldoni. He received a letter, a statement written by what we now think is probably most likely Ryan Reynolds.
But what really exposes everything is that Justin wasn't even included. That's right, his name isn't anywhere in the email. He wasn't copied, and he wasn't leading the plan.
He was supposed to sign this. Remember, It Ends With Us was a troubled production, which we take full accountability for. We are very sorry to everyone we caused upset to privately and publicly.
While his name was being ruined and the internet believed Blake's sad story, his team was quietly trying to fix things without even telling him. That shows you everything about how he thought during this mess. He didn't want to make it worse. He didn't want a public fight. He just wanted it solved in a calm and private way.
Including her lawyers, her publicists, and everyone are freaking out because they're seeing where this is going, and especially with the news about Taylor Swift.
And that's the difference between them. While Blake was reportedly blackmailing Taylor, speaking badly about Justin in the media, and spreading a false story through chosen leaks, Justin's team was working to calm things down. Not to hurt her, not to fight back, just to control the chaos she was creating.
Because now even magazines like People, that were definitely pro Blake Lively before, are now starting to turn. The articles that they posted last week, which I talked about.
The email even shows how careful they were about how things looked to the public. They wanted to create a calm PR plan, not attack anyone. The goal was to connect with people the right way, not start drama. But it didn't work out because the truth was already bad enough.
But a lot were definitely not the types of articles that People magazine have been writing before.
People saw through the fake smiles, the red carpet photos, and the new selfies with Salma Hayek. The internet could tell it was all a setup, and no amount of planted Reddit threads could stop Blake's side from falling apart.
Blake Lively, Colin Hoover, the entire cast and crew led with professionalism every step of the way. Any negativity aimed at them is ours to own. This is what they wanted them to sign.
Now fast forward to court. The judge and lawyers are going through papers, watching leaked videos, and seeing things most people haven't seen yet. But you can bet this email is in that stack. And while Blake's side yells about lies and being attacked, this shows something else. Justin's team was the only one really trying to play fair.
Then this statement continued to say, we mutually agreed that the cast would be promoting the film separately and understood why. We've always said we are not perfect, and even if unintentionally make mistakes, we will always own them.
And the fact that this untraceable email got out shows just how messy things have become. No one's in charge now, not even the experts. And it puts a huge spotlight on how far Blake's team might have gone behind the scenes to make themselves look like the good guys while making Justin look like the bad one.
We hold ourselves accountable. It's not anyone's job, but ours, and that's part of being man enough. They used him again, his words against him, as they've done so many times.
But instead of building their defense, they caused the exact result they were trying to avoid. The truth came out anyway. So while Justin kept quiet, stayed professional, and let the proof do the talking, his team was already ahead of the game.
Okay, so keep this in mind. This is the statement that Blake Lively's team wanted Justin Baldoni and his team to publish in the press.
And now it's not just a back and forth argument, it's a real documented collapse, and Blake can't twist the story to save herself. This is where things shift from messy to seriously dark, because while the public was still trying to understand all the drama around It Ends With Us, Blake Lively's team was reportedly writing a public apology letter that would have blamed the whole mess on Justin Baldoni.
At this time, he was obviously freaking out. And I don't know, as I said, I don't know if Justin Baldoni, he wasn't even CC'd in this email between Jennifer Abel and Melissa Nathan.
They didn't just want Justin Baldoni to take the fall. They wanted him to sign his own execution letter. After It Ends With Us bombed in early screenings, Blake Lively's team allegedly tried to force Justin to sign a fake apology letter, ghostwritten by her publicist and reportedly influenced by Ryan Reynolds. that blamed him for everything: the chaos, the fan backlash, the failure. Meanwhile, Blake's editing takeover, the cast drama, and her alleged threats to Taylor Swift? All scrubbed. Even worse, they weaponized Justin's own words from his Man Enough podcast about accountability and safe spaces to guilt him into submission. It was a trap. If he signed, he'd lose everything. If he didn't, they'd spin him as the villain. They even tried to clean up Blake's image using CIA-level PR ops, literally. Her crisis manager is an ex-CIA operative, and suspicious pro-Blake Reddit threads started popping up while Taylor Swift went radio silent. This wasn't just PR. It was a full-blown psychological takedown. So what do you think? Is Blake Lively rewriting history to save herself? Drop a comment, hit like, and share this video, because if this is how Hollywood plays the game, we all deserve to know.